Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. And Buddy. Buddy is back from the vet. We've been home for a couple hours now. I tried filming this video a couple times and I dissolved into an irrational puddle of tears. And so I really had to stop filming and meditate a little bit, pray a little, and just chill, because I was just so upset after the vet visit. He's going to be okay. So a little update as to what happened at the vet. We got him to the vet this morning. My friend and my sponsee was just invaluable, and I'll be forever indebted to her. She was wonderful today. We got him to the vet, and I described the symptoms of things I've noticed to the doctor. And about his licking his behind is off because he spends all day down there. His diarrhea, the blood, his belly feeling swollen like a little baseball. How he wasn't eating as much as he had, and his mood was very, very different. And I said that one of my friends had suggested it might be Giardia, something like that. One of the commenters below yesterday's video mentioned Giardia, and I did a little Google search, and that is indeed what it looked like and sounded like. So he said, yes, it could be that. It could also be a number of other parasites. So they were going to do a little test on his a stool sample. I had taken a stool sample from this morning's leavings, but in the hustle to get him and the stress of getting him to the vet, I left my bag behind. So they said no problem. They were going to get a sample from him anyway. So they said the vet went out. He came back in a few minutes with a list of procedures they were going to do, what the charges would be, so there would be no surprises. So to take care of today's problem, to take care of his diarrhea, the parasite, and his behind, which is apparently worse than I thought it was, with the diarrhea and all of the parasite issue, whatever it is, and the constant licking. His little rear end was so inflamed that it looked like it was infected, and the doctor said he must be in pain all the time. So he gave me a rundown of what it would cost today just for these things, that's what I ended up doing because I couldn't afford anything else. It was $298 for today. Excuse me. It would have cost upwards of $700 to get him neutered, to have the blood work and the x-rays that they were suggesting, because this is his first time being seen by a vet. They wanted to do blood work and x-rays, and for the whatever other stuff, it would have cost upwards of $700. It could have cost about $450 or $500 if I just wanted him neutered and other stuff done, and chipped. I want him chipped as well. That's something that I was so relieved, and I'm going to try not to cry again. He's not chipped, which makes me happy because he can be my cat. He's not somebody else's cat already. So I'm very happy about that. What was I saying? So just in terms of costs, all I could really afford was to take care of today's problem. I will have him neutered at some point in the near future, well after he's gotten over this trauma. And so I'll have him neutered and then chipped when he's unconscious for that. So that'll be in the future when I can take care of that. They took a look at him, and then we had to get him back in his crate for them to take away for his exam. I left, which was a real challenge. I was a mess. I got home and I wanted to take a nap because I slept not at all last night. I didn't sleep at all. So I wanted to take a nap, but all I could do was cry. Just the sense of powerlessness. I think that's really the biggest problem for me is you know, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing the best I can to take care of him, but I still feel powerless. I feel guilty as hell that I've let whatever has gone on go on as long as it has. He seemed fine to me, but so I just lay in bed crying for most of the time. And then I missed a phone call from the doctor. He called and said, "Oh, I'm all blurry." There you go. The doctor called and said that his tests for feline leukemia and for feline AIDS were negative, so he's okay on those fronts. That they did get a stool sample. They're going to send that away for testing to see what kind of parasite he might be carrying, but that there were some other things they wanted to talk about. Of course, my mind goes right to something like cancer or something awful, right? So he wasn't telling me on this voicemail. So I called back and he wasn't available. So I just jumped on an Uber and went right back to the vet and waited there for him to talk to me in person because I didn't want to hear bad news over the phone. And so he was really worried and kind of alarmed at the condition of Buddy's butt, his little anus, because it was so inflamed that it looked infected because of the diarrhea and the constant abrasion of him licking, because he's itchy and in pain and burning. You know, if you've ever had diarrhea, you know that feeling, right? Well, so they took Buddy out and to see me, and so we talked about what the options were, and he was prescribed a pill morning and night for antibiotic, and then a white kind of pasty liquid that he has to have once a day for 6 days. So his medication program is for 6 days. There's an ointment that I have to put on his little behind. I put it on when I got home, and boy, the reaction was just visceral, electric. It hurt him so much for me to gently just put some of this ointment on his little bum. I can't imagine the pain he's been in. So I asked the doctor and his assistant to show me how to administer the medication for Buddy, because I had no idea how to do that. And thank God, because they were able to give him 1 dose of each. It took both of them to do this. The doctor said Buddy is very smart. Buddy was holding the pill in the back of his throat. He wasn't swallowing it. So he had to massage Buddy's throat. I don't know how I'm going to do it tomorrow. Or tonight. I have to do it again tonight, the pill. The liquid took a little while because Buddy was trying to spit it out. But he got it in. Again, the assistant had to hold Buddy while the doctor held Buddy's mouth and just kind of squirted some in the side there. And Buddy kept trying to spit it out. The doctor suggested, beyond the medication, that he wear a cone over his neck until his behind settles down. And that could be 3 to 5 days. So he suggested this cone. And I'm like, sorry, I keep hitting my tripod. The medication, the cone, all of this, I'm worried because I have this trip that leaves tomorrow night at 8, 9 o'clock. And so I was wondering, like, how effective could the medication be today and tomorrow? Because I didn't fly out till tomorrow night. How effective would that be if it's interrupted for three and a half days because I have a 4-day trip to restart his medication when I got back? And the doctor said it was not ideal, that he wouldn't like it, but if that was the only option, there it is. And, you know, I'm thinking, I can't afford to take a trip. I can't afford to drop a trip. But I have sick time, which I have not used. I've not called out sick once. So I'm going to call out sick. I'm going to call out for this trip. There's just no way I could work. There's no way I could work. Just leaving him at the vet and coming home without him was devastating to me. So there's just no way. Sorry. There's no way I could leave him here in the apartment with that cone. It was hard for him to eat because he did eat a little bit and drink. It was hard for him to actually get to the food with the cone around his head. So I don't know if he could actually eat while I was gone for 3 days. There's not enough food to get to it easily. And his medication. So I'm going to call out of this trip. I should probably call them tonight to give them enough notice to find somebody else. And then the medication. He has to have that medication. And I want to give it to him, and, you know, as it's prescribed so that it's effective. Because I don't want him to suffer any more than he already has. So I'm kind of bummed. Not bummed because this is not a trip I enjoy. I will miss the Boston layover. But the rest of the trip kind of sucks. I feel bad. I feel guilty for calling out. But we have reserves for a reason, right? And I'm going to miss the money. I mean, I have my hours will be covered by sick time, but I'll miss the per diem, which is going to be like, I don't know, it's a 60-hour trip. So 62-hour trip. So what is that? 120, 150 bucks. But I got my Google AdSense payment today, my second one. My first payment was like a few months ago. It was $120. This one was $138. So I got that yesterday, last night. It showed up in my account. So that will make up for a lot of Buddy's, half of Buddy's bill today. And the rest I actually had in my account because last month I worked like my ass off. So I could afford this today, no problem. I just couldn't do the neutering and all that stuff on top of today. I am better than I was earlier today. I tried, like I said, I tried filming this video and I just kept crying uncontrollably and it was not attractive. And it was just irrational. He's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. It's just I feel bad for him. He's miserable. Man, this cat is mad. He's just miserable. And he makes these noises. Either he's pissed off or he's making these little like whimpering noises like he's just suffering. And I totally understand it. All he wants to do is itch that scratch, you know, or scratch that itch. And he desperately wants to go outside. And he's made all of the overtures he usually does to go out. But of course, I'm not going to let him out. And I don't know what I'm going to do after he recovers from this. Do I not let him out again? I don't know. But I am going to have him neutered soon. Not in the next few weeks, but, you know, after he's recovered from all this trauma. But I think that's all I really can tell you about this visit. I'm grateful to everybody who's written a comment below because you guys, I don't know if you'll ever understand how connected I feel to the group of you and how it really did truly make me feel less alone today to read your comments. So thank you. I do appreciate all the care and concern for Buddy's well-being. I'm going to go because I'm going to start crying again. He is resting comfortably in a dark little corner. So he's resting comfortably. I might take advantage of this time while he's sleeping to actually run out and grab a bite to eat. So, because I'm hungry. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, fly safe and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, did I not stop it? I was like, bye, fly safe, I'll talk to you later. Oh. And, oh gee, it's not ending. It's going to end now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.